Hey guys, it's Andrew Escobar here back with another review, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Dr. Scholl's Technogel Classic Sleeping Pillow. Now, for those of you who don't know what Technogel sleeping pillows are, it's this new craze that's going around that you see at many mattress stores trying to sell. And if you don't know what it looks like, this is actually the inside of the Technogel pillow. It's made of basically polyurethane foam and the same kind of gel I think that they use in Dr. Scholl's foot insoles. Now bear in mind though that I think technically, although this is from Dr. Scholl's, it's not necessarily made by the same guys who are making your gel shoe sole inserts. Now, first off I want to say a few things. It's made in Italy. There's a few places that if you want something high quality, you want it made. And that's generally the United States, Italy, or Germany, depending on what you're buying. Obviously, that's not always the case, but for me, that's what it seems to be. Some cases, Japan. You'd be surprised. Anyway, moving on. This is a big box, and it's a big pillow. It is a queen-size pillow. They do not make standard small sizes. And as far as Technogel is concerned, queen is a standard size. So keep that in mind. You will need a queen-size pillowcase to accommodate this pillow. And it is pretty big. Now, one thing I want to say is, if you're considering this pillow, it is kind of expensive. It is $170 standard retail for just about everywhere. I paid a little less due to a glitch that I found on a website. Discount code wasn't supposed to work, but it worked anyway, and they let me get away with it. So that's why I have this. And I bought it for like $140. Maybe you might get lucky. Anyway, moving on. So, before I actually show you the pillow, I'm going to go over why this pillow may be a good choice. Because it is a lot of money. You want to know some details, right? So here we go. So basically, it's got what we call 3D pressure relief, and it actually has a diagram of the pressure distribution. If you look right here, pressure distribution, head goes down, distributes it in different dimensions, and it actually does work pretty well. Ergonomic support. Now, when I say ergonomic, keep in mind that there are 3 versions of this pillow, actually many more versions, but for sleeping on a bed use, there are 3 main versions. And these are the versions you're going to find in your mattress stores. There's going to be the Classic, the Deluxe, and the contoured ergonomic version. I don't exactly remember what exactly it's called, something along those lines. You know, the pillows that kind of have that like wavy form to kind of conform to your neck. And they say that this particular one is designed for people who are, and it actually has specifically says it on here, recommended for those who prefer low-height pillows, suggested for those who sleep mainly on their backs or have medium to small body conformations. Now look, I am a heavy-set guy. I am 5'10" and 270 plus pounds. I am not some skinny dude. I am fat. And I sleep on my sides and my back and sometimes my stomach. So why would this pillow work for me? It is personal preference, honestly. Because in my opinion, the Deluxe is way too thick. And when it's way too thick, your head's in bad positions. Because let's say the bed was up and down like my body is. If it's too big and you're sleeping on your side, then your neck gets pushed over like this. If this is your pillow, your neck is pushed over on an angle. Very uncomfortable. But the opposite can be very similar. If the pillow is in fact too thin, then instead of your spine being aligned and your head being pushed like this, well now your body's like this. So you notice you still have that uncomfortable curve, which happens if the pillow is too low. Well, basically my compromise is yes, this pillow is slightly too low, and only because it's, I would like to say, lower end to medium range polyurethane foam, which is in the memory foam category that they use, or at least the base. I'll go over the actual materials in a minute. And it does have a decent amount of depression. Your head will make it go at least halfway to the actual full size of the pillow. So I do have that issue where my neck is like this because it's too low. And it's easily fixed by like a really thin pillow. Just a cheapo depot one. And it levels it out perfectly. Because if you buy the deluxe, it's too thick. Well, now you're stuck with it. You can't really make it thinner, but with the thin one, you can make it thicker incrementally as you like. And that's what I suggest if you're like me. Now, going over all that, I want to show you the pillow, and then I'm going to go over the specs, which it has the specs listed here. And what it has listed here is actually kind of different than what the website suggests. So, enough talking about the details. This is the pillow, and it is heavy for what it is. It's at least 5.5 pounds, around there. So, you know, don't go playing frickin' pillow fight with this thing. You could actually hurt someone. And this is with the outer cover on. It does come with an outer cover. And if we open it up, it's not going to show the gel directly. However, in the showcase rooms in the mattress stores, you can touch the gel directly. They have a special model. So when we open it up, you've got this nice pillowcase. And we're going to toss that aside. And you can see this is the memory foam backing base. If we flip it over, you can actually see the blue. This is where the gel is. Smack it, push it in, the memory foam and gel acts together to pop it back out. It's actually relatively comfortable, and I'll show you what it looks like when you're actually sleeping on it to show you the actual depression of the material. And keep in mind, you know, this is a pretty thin pillow for what it is. And to imagine that your head is going to go halfway through this at least, when it compresses when you're sleeping, you know, you got to take that into account if you're considering this particular model. So it says right here what exactly this is made of. So it says obviously made in Italy. And materials. Net weight of filling materials 5 pounds 1 ounce. It's a little off. Winter zipped cover, polyester fiber 61%, rayon fiber 38%, spandex fiber 1%. That's actually, I believe they're talking about this. But on the back, it also says what the pillow is made of. It says here, all new material consisting of viscoelastic polyurethane foam pad. That's one thing. Like I said, it's 57%, and the gel pad is 43%. So all of this is basically what they will tell you is memory foam. There's different types of polyurethane foams out there, and the ones that you see in beds are often going to be defined as HD or HR. HR is much more resilient, it'll last longer than HD. But as far as what this is, it doesn't exactly say. I'm sure if I looked it up or if you Googled it or something, you'd figure it out. So the longevity of it, you know, it's got a 3-year warranty. Okay? Well, let me tell you something about the warranty. If you do not register your pillow on the website, it is a 2-year warranty. If you register, it is a 3-year warranty. So if you order online, remember to look on the shipping label to see what state and city it came from, because you need to know that when you're registering the warranty. And speaking of the warranty, there are some things you have to do to maintain the warranty. And if you don't maintain the warranty, then you've got no warranty at all. This is basically what you're going to need to look at for your warranty. I'm going to go over it. If you don't care for the stuff, skip it. but I'm going over it. This will be a few minutes. Okay. It's basically just telling you congratulations on your purchase, yada yada yada. Here we go. The limited warranty provided for hereon does not cover changes in softness, which takes place over the years, which is natural and does not affect the characteristics of the pillow. Product or products in an unnecessary condition, particularly due to bodily fluids and stains. So, bodily fluids, we're talking saliva, sweat, you know, that kind of thing, and hopefully not some other fluids, at least not on your pillow. Products in unnecessary condition, okay, I'm sorry, I already read that. Damage directly or indirectly caused by people, animals, or things due to the non-compliance with the instructions of the Technogel on the recommended use and maintenance of the pillow and cover. Personal dissatisfaction with the features and characteristics noticeable at the time of purchase. Examples: the pillow is too soft, too hard, retains, depresses too much, heat, etc. And remember, it is memory foam, and memory foam likes to conform differently with different temperatures, including your body temperature. Deterioration due to normal wear and tear, deterioration caused by external agents such as fire, water, steam, sunbeams, or similar. The product as a remedy for any specific medical condition. Technogel does not warrant against any complications resulting from the use or inability to use this product. We do not warrant individual comfort preferences, sheet fit, or height issues. So keep all those things in mind. It does not cover those things. Now, the instructions for use are yet another few pages. So if you're satisfied with that, skip on ahead. If you want to hear this, because this is important, keep listening. Instructions for use. The material used may have their own specific odor, which will diminish in a short period of time. Leave the pillow out of its packaging in a dry, ventilated place for at least 12 hours before using it for the first time. Something to know. A slight depression or change in softness due to morphological adaptation shall be considered normal. Do not use solvents or chemical substances on the fabric. Do not use irons, blow dryers, or other heat sources on the fabric when placed in and or on the pillow itself. Do not use steamers or steam sterilizers to hygienize the pillow. Such treatments will jeopardize the texture and duration of the pillow. The protection cover shall not be washed with water or ironed. Do not blend, roll up, tie the pillow, or leave it in a vertical position. Keep that in mind. That's kind of a different thing. You don't hear that from most pillows. Do not remove the sewed protection cover. The warranty is void if that cover is broken. Store horizontally in a dry place between 50 degrees Fahrenheit and 104 degrees Fahrenheit with no weight on top. Do not expose the pillow to sunbeams or external agents such as UV rays, fire, water, or steam. A pillowcase is recommended. It is advisable to use the pillow between 60.8 degrees Fahrenheit and 77 degrees Fahrenheit with relative humidity at approximately 50%. How the heck are you really going to know this without like some gauges and stuff put in your room? Every Technogel pillow comes with a protective cover, sewed and washable, standard covered, zipped. Using any other cover in addition to these two and the pillows and the recommended pillowcase could jeopardize the elasticity of the pillow and, as a consequence, the comfort provided. Do not use candles on or around your bed. Do not allow your pillow to get wet. Protect it from water or other liquids. You sweat. Therefore, use a pillow cover that you can wash. I recommend a silk pillow cover because it does absorb water pretty decently. It's also very comfortable and only costs like 25 bucks. Do not remove the law tag label at the end of your pillow. Do not wash or dry clean the core, foam, and Technogel combination of your pillow. Avoid contact with sharp objects or edges that could tear or cut the pillow. The Technogel limited warranty is valid only if the Technogel pillow has been used in the accordance with all of the foregoing and for following instructions and recommendations. So keep this in mind, this is also important. It has never been used to cause harm, damage, and or deformation alteration to the components of the product. It has not been wet and or stained. It shall look perfectly clean and in excellent sanitary conditions. Different use from the declared intended use. In particular, the pillow is conceived solely for supporting the head of people. It is not intended for children 3 years, 36 months of age, and animals, nor for any action other than sleeping. Non-compliance with the recommended and maintenance advice provided. The pillow has not been altered or tampered by any unauthorized person. The pillow has sustained internal or accidental damage. The pillow has not been used in hotels, RVs, car, motorhome, or similar. If you used it in any of those places, apparently your warranty is void. So basically, you need to follow all those rules if you want to maintain the 3-year warranty. It's a lot of crap to deal with, but basically get a decent pillow cover to put on top of it that washes it so that nothing gets stained, and keep it out of sunlight and only use it in your bed. And don't get it wet. Don't use it as a pillow fight, and I guess you'll be fine. And I'm sorry that I had to go over all of that. It was grueling and boring, I know, but it's the legal technical jargon that you need to know for the warranty. So, going over all that, you know the warranty, you know what it's made of, you've seen the product, you've heard the details, yada yada. Let's actually see what it looks like when you're sleeping on it, so you can see the deformation or the compression of the pillow with my head. Okay, so this is the pillow without me actually laying on top of it. So I'm going to put my head down, and you're going to see how much depression the pillow actually has once your head is on it. Now you can see that this is top to bottom about yay thick. So I'm going to lay my head down as I normally would, sleeping on my side. And you can see there's actually a pretty decent depression. So if I flip my head back up, you'll see it foams back up. It is memory foam, so if you switch positions, like say you want to sleep on your back, well, it takes a second or two for the memory foam to poof back up and reconform to your body. But a lot of it is gel, so it's a lot faster than a memory foam mattress. So looking at my head, you can see that there's a decent bit of depression. And yes, it is the classic version of the pillow, so there's not much material there to begin with compared to the deluxe or the ergonomic version. So I'm going to flip back around here. And flipping back around again takes a few seconds for it to poof back up for my head so that it conforms to it again. Now keep in mind though, there is something weird about this pillow. When you look at the pillow, you know, uncompressed, it looks like a natural curvature, like an elliptical kind of thing, I guess you can say. So it looks round. But in reality, when you put compression on it, the curvature is not as round as that. It's actually somewhat contoured, like that. So there is a forward and a backward to the pillow that I've noticed. And there's a picture on the box that I'll show you as well that also explains this slightly. So, if you want your head to be further down, you sleep on one side. If you want your head to have a little more support and have it poof up a little more, you lay it on the like what I'm doing right now. And I found this out after a few days worth of using the pillow. So, now that you've seen the depression of the pillow, and I'm actually going to raise my head just enough so that when this gets poofed all the way back up, which is still working on it. Alright, so if it poofed all the way back up, this is my head just barely laying on the pillow. Okay? Just barely touching it. Once again, I let my head down like as if I'm sleeping. It's easily goes down quite a bit. And I'm going to just kind of like push this down to show you how far down I'm talking. So, yeah. Keep that in mind when you're getting this pillow, and I highly recommend you test out all 3 versions that most sleep stores carry for at least 10-15 minutes. Sleep as you normally would in a bed similar to the one you got, because once you buy this pillow, you can't send it back if you don't like it and swap it out. They just don't allow it. Not even at the Technogel website do they allow it, because, you know, it's unsanitary, they'll claim. So yeah, I'm going to get back up and go over a few more details to end this review. Okay, so as I was saying before about the contour of the pillow, there's actually a diagram of the contour. And let me just shape the box a little bit so you can see it better. If you look right here, this one right here, you'll see that there's a slight difference in the contour of the pillow, and that shows the pillow when it's depressed in with your head on it. That's the actual shape it'll take. And you'll notice one side is slightly taller than the other. So basically, pick the side that works better for you. If you want it really thin, pick one side. If you want a little more support for your head, maybe an extra 1/4 of an inch, pick the other side. And hey, it can make a big difference. Trust me, I've slept a few nights on both sides, and I clearly like one better than the other. I'm not entirely sure they really meant it to be like that, but that's the way it is. So, that is the Technogel Classic Pillow from Dr. Scholl's. Can't really get a good angle here. Anyway, and if you need to transport it, well, it comes with a handle. As if you can really transport it without voiding the warranty and all those things that I was talking about, huh? But if you're interested in it, it is a good pillow, and I'm very, very picky about my sleeping equipment. So, that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the review. Hope you found it informative. I highly suggest, if you're looking for a new pillow, check it out. It is pretty cool. One last thing I gotta say though. This gel is not cooling gel, which means this is not the type of gel that keeps the actual pillow cool. Some people might mistake it for that. The gel is strictly there as a support and comfort material. It has no purpose in temperature regulation. So I want to just say that one last thing. So with that being said, comment, rate, subscribe, show your friends. I got plenty of other videos to check out. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.